What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of MikeMGTV, and this is another segment of Shots Fired that I haven't done in a minute, and it feels good. It feels good to just talk to you guys sometimes about non-bartending stuff, because contrary to what the internet believes about me, I'm more than just a bartender and a hole. I read the forums. I know what you guys say about me, you bitches. I haven't made a video where I just shot the shit with you guys in a while, and obviously, there's things we need to talk about, okay? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. First of all, don't worry, okay? I'm not having a manic episode today. I'm healing, not healed. Some of you were thinking I was having a mental breakdown. A lot of people thought I was in my Britney era. First of all, thank you. But I'm not. I recently got a hair transplant, and that is what the majority of questions were on social media. Because I asked you guys across all my social media, everywhere, at MikeMGTV, which not enough of y'all follow me on Instagram, and we need to talk about that. I did a poll on here, and 60% of you bitches don't. And I wanna know why. I would love not to post the vanity stuff. I would love to not give a shit about what people think about me, but that's all the audience there does. I need you guys. I need people that just like me for my personality, I hope. So please be sure to follow at MikeMGTV so that I can interact with you when I make these kinds of videos. But the hair transplant. Focus, Michael, focus. Take your focus juice. I got a hair transplant. Yes, I was one of those bald bitches flying back from Turkey that everybody has seen the meme of. And I have been waiting to do this for a decade, like literally over 10 years ago. I still remember when I was dating my ex-girlfriend. That's how you know it's been a long ass time. We went to the beach one day and her uncles took a picture of us and pointed out the back of my head was balding, and then all surprised me with Rogaine as a gift and laughed at me and made fun of me, and that was the beginning of my trigger. It affected my confidence and it got progressively worse until I went on medications like finasteride and all that kind of fun stuff to prevent it from getting any worse. However, there was nothing to make it come back. Male pattern baldness runs in my family, okay? It's a curse. Even though there's nothing wrong with being bald or going bald or whatever the hell, hair recedes, okay? It's just hair. And honestly, I've cared about it for so long, and the biggest fucking bitch is that I kind of like how I looked with a shaved head, but I wanted the option. I wanted the option because I like having hair. I like doing fun things with hair, doing different hairstyles. It's something that I wanted personally to have the option of. And I've never been able to because for years I've had to use a fiber powder on the back of my head and in the front to make it look thicker. I've been lying to you guys. Not really. I've always been kind of like transparent about my hair being shit, but I never like showed you guys. And earlier this year, I was reached out to by a company called Blue Magic Group that specializes in hair transplants in Istanbul, Turkey. Now, some of you might be thinking, why would you go all the way to Turkey instead of doing it right here in America? It's because it's $30,000 here. I'm not fucking kidding. $30,000. And over in Istanbul, it was quoted between like $2,000 and $4,000. So like, obviously, we all know where I'm gonna go. And the only thing you have to take care of is the flight. They took care of my hotel, my transportation. They had translators for me. They were there for me the entire surgery. They were there after the surgery to tell me how to take care of it, how to wash it, and tell me what to do to make sure I have the best results in the future. I would not have been able to do it without them. What are you doing?
Sam made it to Istanbul. How do you feel, Sam?
I feel like I don't know how to walk anymore.
I slept the whole flight. How about you, Sam?
You were drugged the fuck up.
Shush. This is my fashion overseas. Why can't I just blend in? Can we stop and try their cuisine? They have a Popeyes. Cups and Clouds. Oh, I've seen that name on Grindr before. That means someone's doing meth. So right now we're lost in the airport. We can't find our guy. But luckily Sam is doing Sam's
Yes,
job.
thank you so much.
So I'm gonna just sit here and drink my coffee and not know what I'm supposed to do. Sam is doing what he does best, and I'm doing what I do best. What are you doing? It's a little nipply in Turkey. I don't know where I thought I was going. You gotta talk though, Sam.
I'm terrible at talking.
You gotta talk. You can't just do a panorama of an airport.
I'm
That's
not
gonna get people to click off.
I'm not a content creator.
Sam, let me tell you something. We are working here, okay? You are this close to being fired. Hold on, something fancy's going on. Apparently we have a driver, Sam. You hooked something up?
Only the best.
Only the best. Sam, I don't need any special treatment, okay? I'm obviously just trying to blend in. Ow, I spilled coffee all over me. Oh, shit. Thank you, man.
Oh, wait, Mike.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hold on.
Not the prep.
Oh my god. This is amazing. Is this not sick?
This is fantastic.
This is fantastic. This is beautiful. Are you kidding me? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Wow, Sam, look at you getting a nice little spot. I only have one complaint, okay? I asked for a margarita. Mama, what the fuck?
It's saying it's bad.
No, it's not. This is what I'm telling you. I say all the time. They don't believe me that ice doesn't exist outside of the United States. It's just a lemon thrown in there. I don't even know what the was.
I'm honestly so happy I did this because they were much more hands-on than I think anybody here in the States would have been. I trusted Blue Magic Group because they had the most reviews online of success and happy people that were satisfied with their results, and that's what I look for when I'm looking for something that I can put my trust in, especially with something like my fucking hair and surgery. Literally, the second we arrived to Istanbul, there was somebody there waiting for us to bring us to the hotel safely. The hotel was gorgeous. I went with my manager, Sam. We posted up. We relaxed for a few days before and after the surgery. The food was amazing. The room service, bitch. They constantly checked in on me, made sure that I was okay and had everything that I needed. There was a guy literally to hold my hand during the surgery and like get me snacks because it was a long fucking surgery. I'm just getting this all out of the way because these are all questions that you motherfuckers asked, okay? So I'm just getting it out of the way. The first thing you do is get your head shaved, and bitch,
All around me are familiar faces.
Honestly, the way I look hot with a bald head, stop the surgery again. If my voice wasn't so high, I could pass off as like tough.
that was an experience. It was like my biggest fear and the most liberating thing happening to me simultaneously. Then comes the worst part about the whole experience, okay? I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it was all peaches and daisies, because it wasn't. The worst thing about the whole thing was probably the numbing injections. Those hurt, okay? Those do hurt. However, once it subsides, you feel nothing. Like, it's been 2 weeks, I still don't have a lot of feeling in my head. And from there, it was smooth sailing. What they do is they basically extracted the hair from the side of my head where I had full hair and implanted it mainly in the back in the crown area because that's where I was mainly losing it. We also did a little bit in the front because why the fuck not? I'm there. Might as well. It was a little bit thin, not really a big problem, but I'm there. Why not just get it taken care of? It's been 10 days and it's healed a lot. I don't know what the back, can you guys see? What does the back look like? Is it cute? They take the live follicles from your donor area and implant it where you need hair. And the surgery was a little long. It was like 10 hours plus. And you're awake the whole time, but you feel nothing and you're taken care of constantly. Which is comforting because you look a little wild, okay? You look like this. You look a little like you've been through it, okay, girl? And at the end of the day, I'm so happy I did it. And I'm so happy I was able to do it with a company that I could put my trust in and feel safe. Because it's scary going overseas and having a surgery like that, okay? That's a lot. But once everything's all said and done, I'm so happy I chose Blue Magic Group to get it done because they did a really good job. So what happens next is all these implanted follicles are gonna fall out, okay? They're all gonna shed, which is gonna be a little bit weird to deal with. But then around 4 months, it's gonna start growing in naturally. So we're gonna deal with the buzz cut. I'm gonna rock it because I can. And it'll be fun because over the next few months, you guys will be able to see me progress. I'm like a living chia pet. But just do what makes you happy. This isn't needed. There's nothing wrong with being bald. But if it's something that you're interested in, I will recommend Blue Magic Group. And if there's anything else you're curious about a hair transplant, feel free to reach out to me on social media, especially on Instagram. I'll answer any questions you have about the process, the aftercare, or what happens from here on out. Now let's get into some other questions you guys had for me. First, let's start with questions from Patreon. We've been waiting for MikeMGTV merch. I've posted pics of my coffee mugs on Twitter in hopes that it would be considered for merch. So the question is, will there be MikeMGTV merch? Yes, there is, but here's my thing. You guys know I'm transparent about literally everything, whether it be about what I have done to my body, what I've done to my body in the past, and what I will be doing to my body in the future. And being that kind of transparent person, I get agita when thinking about selling things to people that watch my videos. Because some of these merch companies cost too much money for products that are not good. And I'm not going to charge you $80 for a sweatshirt that says MikeMGTV. If I'm gonna do merch, I want it to be good quality, I want it to be affordable, I want to make sure that it's easy access, easy to navigate, and that you guys are taken care of. And until I'm able to do that, it's not gonna happen, but I wanted to. I would love to start out with things like t-shirts or shot glasses, or maybe in the future like a bar kit, or maybe some kind of bar additive drink thing, like my own specialty mixer. I'm just spitballing here. There's so many things that we could do for MikeMGTV merch, and I want it to happen, but I don't know shit about retail. Like, I can think of the product, and I am a master at marketing, but like, I don't know how to make it. So if there's any company that wants to sit down and hold my hand to teach me how to make merch like Blue Magic Group did with my hair, feel free to slide into those DMs, bitch. Any series you would like to be as an extra or guest star, or would you like to see being filmed? Oh, I want to be on the real fronts of WeHo. Just kidding. I believe in manifesting things, okay? I've done it my entire life. I said I was gonna be a YouTuber. I said I was gonna do reality TV. I said I was gonna move out to Los Angeles and love my life, and I've done almost all those things. I'm still working on the love in my life part. But I want to put out into the world that I will be a guest judge on Drink Masters if they have another season. I don't want to compete because I wouldn't win. I'm an amazing bartender, okay? There's no question there, but I'm an amazing bartender in the sense of I can make a vodka soda. Half the shit they do on there, I can't do. So like, I want to be a judge for a challenge that I have knowledge on specifically. There are some shows in the works and stuff like that that I've been contacted about. Some I've said no to, some I've expressed interest in, but I took a year off because last year was a lot. I did a lot last year. I traveled, I performed, I did 2 TV shows. I'm exhausted. I can only deal with angry challenge fans on Twitter so much. Have you ever auditioned for the pit crew, or would you ever? No, I don't have the body for that, and I don't want to be judged any more by gays than I already am. Even though I am friends with some members of the pit crew, I used to work with Keelix at the Abbey. He's very nice, he gives great hugs. So pit crew, no. But maybe I'll start doing drag and get on Drag Race. I'll be Barilla Bolognese, the sassy Jersey drag queen. Every outfit I have is made of spaghetti. Would you date a woman living in WeHo? How do you think your life would be affected? I get this question a lot because people always question my sexuality when they're like, when was the last time you slept with a girl? Or I never see you dating a girl. To answer your question, would I date a girl? Absolutely. I will date anybody, no matter what you are, shape, size, gender, sexuality. I love everybody. That is my superpower. However, if I dated a girl, I would get so much shit. At this point in my life, it's kind of easier for me to date a guy just because I would get scrutinized less, which is really sad to think about, how bi people get treated or fluid people get treated. That's why majority of them just end up staying gay. The comments I'd get on social media, the comments I'd get just out and about here in West Hollywood from the gays across the board, because gays are the worst. No one wants to commit to you, but they don't want you to be off the market. They don't want to claim you, but they still want the option to fuck you if they want. So if you end up with a girl, they belittle you to make it seem like that's a lie. But even if you date a guy, they still want to fuck you because then they see it as a personal challenge. Why are we so fucking toxic as a community? And it's not even because I'm worried about it. Like, all those things that I can handle, I don't think it's fair to the girl. Like, that's what I'm really worried about. Relationships are hard enough as it is. I already got a bunch of shit I gotta work on. We all saw X on the Beach, right? We all know I don't handle things well. Imagine having to deal with an insane amount of outside comments about my relationship. It wouldn't be fair to me or them. So would I? Yes. Would it be more difficult than it needs to be? Yes, and that sucks. Is the forearm tattoo done, or do you still have some work left? I've been making a lot of changes to my appearance lately that I haven't really discussed. Yes, so I started a forearm sleeve. Contrary to popular belief, this is not a wreath. A lot of people think it's a wreath. It's not a wreath. These were AI-generated faces that were supposed to mean something different. And no, it's not done. I still need to fill in this area, and I might go higher. And I might, honestly, who knows what I'm gonna look like in a year. I'm just having fun. I'm just doing shit. And I'm going through a pivotal, life-changing moment. And whenever I do that, I get tattoos on my body to remind me of the lessons that I'm trying to remember and live by. What does this one mean? Don't fucking worry about it, okay? It's not on your body. What was the most fun part of X on the Beach? Oh, you know, just talking about your toxic relationship for 5 weeks. Are we still calling it a relationship? Like, are we still doing that? You ever go on a TV show and make out with your friend for 5 weeks and then win? Honestly, the most fun thing about X on the Beach is the same answer I have for every reality show I've ever done, was meeting the people that I got the opportunity to meet and making lifelong friends. I'm friends with all them motherfuckers. Other than Arise, of course, I'm probably closest with Darren, Ricky, and Bryce. Still, those are my top 3 that I see religiously. What direction do you think you want to go in next? Movies, TV, not reality, stand-up, maybe a book? With or without a ghostwriter? Oh, I'd love to write a book. I would love to write a book. I would love, if I had the patience to sit down and write a book, I would. If I didn't have a problem with amphetamines, oh, I'd take so much Adderall and write a fucking book. I would love to write a book like my favorite author that, let me see if you guys can guess. It's the one thing I have in common with every depressed girl in middle school. Hold on. So I love Ellen Hopkins. I actually just got Rumble since I have a lot of downtime. I haven't read it yet. And I read these books growing up, and they're all about the warnings of being depressed and drug addiction. And I continue to grow up to be depressed and have a drug addiction. Fun fact, these 2 are my favorites, Tricks and Traffic. And for anybody who knows me, you can probably guess why. Oh my God, 45-minute video. Tricks actually got me through that experience. I actually was given this book when I was going through that experience because it was like my real life. And oh my God, this is getting sad. This is not a heart-to-heart video. We are not crying today, okay? We're gonna go back on the shelf. Are you gonna be posting any more alcohol reviews or just beverage reviews? I know you're taking a break from binge drinking, and congratulations for that. Just wanna know if you're going to post videos like that again. Also, love you so much. You're so funny and amazing. Thank you. I will. I'm figuring out what I'm doing. I love making the reacting content. You guys seem to love that. That's why I'm putting it out, because I like to do it. You guys like to watch it. Bam, bam, bam. However, as things progress, as my channel grows, I would love to not only do alcohol reviews, I would like to take my channel outside of my room. Like once I'm able to afford it, I would love to hire a cameraman and have editors and go to famous bars and clubs and react to their cocktail list. I would love to travel to Spain and react to homemade sangria in Spain. I'd love to go to Italy and make limoncello. Let's go to France and I'll live on a wine vineyard for a week and we'll learn about the product. Like that shit is fun and it's different. No one's doing it. It's what I want to do. I think it would be fun. It'd be like my own little travel drinking series. So that's what I would love to do. So help me continue to support and maybe we'll get there. Will you do another mocktails video with some newer varieties of non-alcoholic liquor? Yes. I have a lot of sober friends. There are times that I like to be sober myself. And there's a lot of non-alcoholic alcohol out there that I would love to test with them. That would be fun, informative, and it would be great for like collaborative opportunities. Also, like let me know in the comments below people you guys would love to see me collaborate with, and like be realistic, okay? On a personal note, I am asexual. How do you feel about that identification? And do you think it belongs in the LGBTQ+ world? Or is it a third category? I'm not involved in the local LGBTQ community, so I don't know the general attitude here or elsewhere, and I wondered what you think. Okay, first of all, of course, I think asexuals are part of the LGBTQIA+ community, everything, the alphabet, everything. I think every sexuality is valid. I think every gender is valid. That being said, my advice is to not give a fuck about what I think and not give a fuck about what anybody else thinks. If that is how you feel comfortable identifying personally for you, because that's what sexuality is. Sex is personal. Your sexuality is personal. So who cares what other people's opinion is? If that's what you feel comfortable identifying with, work. What was your first cocktail that you made and how long did it take you to master it? A shot of vodka and 20 seconds. Would you consider reaching out to Greg from How to Drink to do some sort of collab? I think that would be super fun. Okay, we were just talking about collabs, but now let's get into it. I'm friends with a lot of big YouTubers. I'm friends with Greg. I would love to collaborate with Greg. I would love to. However, I'm an anxious noodle. So I will never ask. I will never ask anybody to collab with me. But if they asked me, I would love to. So if anybody's watching this and you want to collab, slide on in them DMs, I'll be that bitch. Because I'm afraid to ask. But I am available and willing. I'm consenting. Let's do it. What was it like moving from your hometown in Jersey to Los Angeles? I'm moving from my small town in Mississippi to a big city out west. Any advice? Be comfortable being alone. You're gonna be alone. You're gonna learn to be okay with being alone. That's step one. It's scary, but you gotta do it. That's part of being an adult, okay? That's how you become an individual. Now for my advice. Get a job in something social. I know that's hard right now with everybody working from home, even some office jobs, it's hard to make friends. Having a job like bartending or the service industry or something like that, even on the side, a great way to make friends, a great way to meet people in the community, a great way to get active in the community. That's my advice. Bartending in this city is literally what set me up for success. How does it feel knowing that random strangers on the internet love you more than you will ever love yourself? Oh God, honestly, it feels comforting because at the end of the day, I don't necessarily always have to love everything about myself. I don't necessarily always have to love the way I look, love the way I act, love all my actions. Self-love is important, but at the end of the day, just knowing that there are people out there that look up to me and are excited to see videos of me or interact with me in any way gives me a purpose and gives me a meaning, and it gives me something to fight for. So it doesn't really give me validation, but it gives me a purpose. So thank you. What is the thing you regret most in life? Something you did or maybe you should have done but haven't. Bitch, I could give you a list. A lot of them would probably be someone that I slept with that I shouldn't. People are probably expecting me to say something about sex or drugs or something like that. But honestly, something that can encompass all of that, I regret being so critical of myself for so long. And I'm still going through that and trying to work on it. So critical of myself, not a lot of confidence, being very, very insecure for too long and not working on that fast enough. Like that's something I wish I worked on from the get-go, instead of thinking that making more money or being more attractive would solve any of my problems. Because I could tell you right now, they don't. If anything, they make it worse. Do you have any desire to make more truly unhinged videos like the peanut butter and jelly sandwich one? Or have you moved on from that? Hope you're doing well. I would love to. However, I'm a man in my 30s and I don't think I should be carrying myself on the internet some way anymore. Okay, I'm not Jenna Marbles. I'll never be her. No matter how bad I wish I was. Maybe not on YouTube, but I would love to do shit like that on fucking Instagram if I had my YouTube family over there supporting me. So I didn't just have people commenting, show me your hole, and wanting me to see some like funny, stupid shit. Like, that's what I want to do. What is the biggest lesson learned through failure? Oh, it has to do with relationships. Bitch, listen up. You cannot control anyone else but yourself. You can't make someone love you. You can't change the way someone thinks about you. You can't change something once it's been done. However, one thing you can control is how you take care of yourself. If someone doesn't love you, stop racking your mind over how to get them to love you. What could have you done different? Instead, focus on healing yourself, learning from that situation, and moving on. Don't put any of your self-worth in whether or not somebody likes you or loves you in a friendship or relationship. Because another person should never be a need in your life. Because that isn't love. That's toxic. At the end of the day, focus on yourself so that you don't need somebody. I would love somebody. I would be very happy with somebody, but I will never need somebody again. So that at the end of the day, even though something might hurt, if it doesn't work out, I know I'll always be okay. That's great advice. Are you currently in a place in which you are happy? If not, how can you get there? I'm very content. I'm very happy recently. I'm very at peace with everything in my life. But at the same time, I'm exhausted and would be like, fine if it ended. Like, I don't want it to, but I'd be like, I'm cool. How are you able to grow your YouTube channel? Consistency, resilience, and stubbornness. Okay, I've been doing this shit for a long time. And it's grown like an old man's boner, okay? Very slowly. How did getting fired feel? Probably a dumb question. It's not a dumb question. Honestly, every time I've been fired, I've been vindicated and liberated. Let's think about this. I got fired on Lindsay Lohan's Beach Club. And because of that, it was the biggest moment on the show, which is the only reason I'm the only person from that cast to be put on any other shows, no matter how mad y'all fucking challenge stands are about it. Where's this person from Lohan Beach Club? Where's this person from Lohan Beach Club? I don't know, bitch. Maybe if they did something on Lohan Beach Club, they'd be doing other shit and the show wouldn't have gotten canceled. So that worked out in my favor. And then I got fired from the Abbey, which also wasn't my fault. And because of getting fired from the Abbey, I then had enough time to focus on my YouTube channel. And now I make more from one video than I ever made on the best night of the year at the Abbey So I basically, my life got better every time I got fired. So someone fire me. I need a boost. Is your attraction to men different than your attraction to women? Yes. My attraction to women is much more romantic and emotional. And my attraction to men is much more like lust and physical. Does that make sense? Like, so I sleep with men more, but I rarely have an emotional connection to a man. But then I have a lot of emotional connections to women. I just sleep with them a lot less because it's a different kind of sex. I don't know. That's how I am though. How many muscle videos will you put out? I'm in love with them and don't want them to end, but need to. Bitch, if y'all don't know, I'm co-hosting a new online series. I talk about the Muscle app in a lot of my videos. I've done brand deals for them. I've talked about how much I love the app. And recently we did like a gay dating show that I am the host of. So if you guys want to check those out, I'll put a link in the description below. Go check that shit out. What do you identify as? A problem. How do you navigate the gay dating world? Because personally, I'm struggling. Bitch, we're all struggling. We are all struggling because none of us know how to date or the right qualities to look for in a partner. You know my best advice on how to be happy in a relationship? Stop being so fucking vain, okay? I had to learn this myself. Stop being so fucking vain. Stop looking for all the physical attributes or all that kind of shit, because that's all gonna go. You're gonna meet somebody, watch, you're gonna meet somebody and then you're really gonna like them, but you're gonna catch yourself telling your friends, it's so weird, they're not like normally my type. Yeah, bitch, because who cares? Everybody in this community puts so much emphasis on appearance and being attractive, but those people are always single. And if they're in a relationship, it's open. And if that's what you want, great. But if you want a different kind of relationship or a monogamous one or something like that, maybe don't base your relationship off of looks and appearances. I don't know. Thought. Are there any drag artist friends of yours that you want to see on Drag Race? I'm friends with a lot of Drag Race girls. Currently, she was just eliminated. Selena Estides. Jason is a good friend of mine. We used to work together at Barry's Boot Camp. They were actually with me when I got the call for Lohan Beach Club. And to see them on Drag Race now, which is something I know they've dreamed about for so long, and get pretty far in the competition, so proud of them. But somebody that hasn't been on Drag Race yet, I would love to see Rhea Latre. I love Rhea Latre, but I don't think that will happen because of her relationship with Willem, which is bullshit, because Willem is like my favorite drag queen of all time. Was that good? Did we have like a little kiki, a little caca? What is a caca? What are we shitting together? Y'all, thank you for letting me do this. I just wanted to come and like talk to y'all for a little bit. And this is the best way I know how to do that. I wanted to let you know what I've been up to recently, to explain the appearance, let y'all know that I'm not, losing it that much. But I like doing these because it makes me feel closer to you guys. I like to share other parts of my life aside just drinking videos and bar rescue and alcohol and shit like that, We're more than just that. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe for future videos. I put them out weekly, usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but sometimes I'm late, just like your mom. Special thank you to everybody over on Patreon, especially the regulars and barflies who help make this channel possible. On the Patreon, over there, that's where you get like first round pick to have your questions answered in these videos. So thank you to everybody over there. And special shout out to this person over on Twitter. If you would like a special shout out in one of my videos, be sure to retweet them when they come out. Don't forget to follow me across all social media. You can find me everywhere at MikeMGTV in order to keep track of like what I'm doing or be a part of these videos so we can interact and shit. And if that's it, guys, my name is MikeMGTV and you are fucking welcome. Goodbye.